Dubai, who very much in form but couldn't live with Maccabi. Fenerbahce as well. And now they've just got to keep going. 4 more games. If they do win them all, they've got every chance of getting into the top 10. But they probably do have to win them all. They're keeping half an eye on what's going on elsewhere tonight with Zvezda in action. They are about half-time of their home game with Paris. As we see the Baskonia players starting with Marcus Howard back in action for the first time since round 31. And Howard's such a dangerous player, the top scorer in the league a couple of years ago. But he wasn't in great form before injury forced him to the sidelines. He's only averaged 6.4 points in the last 4 games. Unlike that man, TLC has been Mr. Consistency all season. He's scored at least 12 points in 32 out of 33 games. There's the youngsters coming through at the end, the 2 young Slovenians. Stefan Joksimovic there, just 17 years of age, has made 10 appearances already though this season. There's a nice pre-game gift handed over by Paolo Galbiati. What a good job he's done with Baskonia this season. Ups and downs, certainly room for improvement, but on the whole, Baskonia will be happy with their campaign, especially when you consider that they won the Spanish Cup, beating Real Madrid in the final. EuroLeague's been tough, especially after a bad start. Galbiati will be looking to improve that 11-24 record next season, looking tonight for his first win against Oded Katash in just their 2nd game. Oded Katash, despite the wins that his team have enjoyed in the last few weeks, has not been happy specifically with the way they've started games. They've had to rally in the second half, which they've succeeded in doing, but they'd rather make it easier for themselves from the beginning. And there's a player in form, O'Shea Brissett, with at least 10 points in 4 of the last 5 games. Good rebounder as well. The referees today, Medi Defala, Gintis Vilius and Tomasz Travicki. You can't ignore the fact that this game is being played with no fans in attendance at the Buesa Arena. It is something, sadly, that clubs across the EuroLeague have had to become used to this season, but Baskonia not so much playing here. And rely very much on TLC again, the 4th leading scorer in the league, 18.3 points per game. It would be a strange atmosphere for them to get used to, these home team players. Perhaps there's a little bit of an edge there for Maccabi, who've become very accustomed to playing in front of no fans. And wherever they play, they score points. As we see, they're just edging Monaco, Valencia, Olympiacos and Paris as the leading scorers in the league. And you get the feeling they'll have to maintain that tonight against a Baskonia team that won 98-96 against Real Madrid on Friday. Shows what good form they are in offensively. And having had a real dip, I mentioned the Spanish Cup win, they had a real dip after that. Couldn't win a game, it was like they were in a long hangover mode, but they have really brought back in the last few games, perhaps sensing, hang on, we can't just finish our season because we won a cup in February. They've won 5 games in a row in all competitions, 2 straight in the EuroLeague, high-scoring ones against Hapoel and Real Madrid, 2 good teams. So absolutely no underestimating anything for Maccabi tonight, even though their opponents are 18th out of 20 in the league. Have to see how much we get from Marcus Howard tonight as we take a look at the starting 5s. Jimmy Clark, Lonnie Walker, Jalen Horde, Roman Sorkin and William Raymond, the starters for the visiting team. And as for Baskonia, it's Trent Forrest, the playmaker, Kitis Radzivicius, Stefan Joksimovic, who's 17 years old, getting the start. With Mamadi Diakite and Eugene Omoroi. One thing that stands out from those starting fives is the size difference. I assume that Maccabi will go with Roman Sorkin as the big man. He and Horde are both excellent rebounders, but Baskonia coming out big with Diakite, Omoroi. Radzivicius has got plenty of size as well. And the youngster, Joksimovic. We get underway, and it will be the loose first ball. Joksimovic has to chase and try to get that first possession for his team, and in fact succeeds in doing so. So Maccabi kind of win the opening tip, but don't get the possession out of it. So Diakite, one of the leading shot blockers in the league, very athletic player. And here's Joksimovic and Radzivicius. Joksimovic fakes, drives, looks for the layup, but it's an offensive foul as Will Raymond got his feet planted. Good defense from Raymond. And we see it again, yeah, he got into position, planted his feet. So an early offensive foul against the 17-year-old Joksimovic. Maccabi's first possession then. Jimmy Clark leading the backcourt. What great form he is in. 17 points and 8 assists against FS last time out. Gets it back from Raymond. Horde sets the screen and Clark goes through. Looking confident, isn't he? I mentioned his great form. He scored at least 13 points in 5 straight games. He gets the first basket tonight. Trent Forrest for the three. He makes it. Baskonia had a great night from long range against Madrid on Friday, 14 of 29. And so they're up and running early here. That will encourage Marcus Howard on the bench, one of the most dangerous three-point shooters anywhere. It's Sorkin trying to answer, and doing so, he can hit them as well from deep. Sorkin, just such a great all-round player. That's now at least 1 3-pointer for him in 9 of the last 10 games. And this will be an easy finish, or it should have been, for Diakite. Had time to plant his feet and go up again, but he missed the layup. Jimmy Clark back for Horde. He wants to drive it, Joksimovic. That's good defense from the youngster, forcing the handling error from Jalen Horde. Looking at the ball as an enemy there, Horde. What are you doing getting out of my hands? Now, this is a pass inside that Diakite will not make any mistake with this time, having fluffed the layup on the previous play. Excellent feed from Forrest. Now here's Lonnie Walker looking for his first basket of the night. He'll get a go to the free throw line. Diakite is judged to have fouled him. Just reaching out with his left hand perhaps there. You see again the throw down from Diakite. Excellent pass from Trent Forrest, who's a perennial triple-double threat when he's on form, as he has been in recent weeks. Didn't start the season so well, Forrest. He's had injury problems as well. But he's back to his best now, and particularly with scoring. 31 and 22 points in the last 2 games for Forrest. Here he is providing for Radzivicius, and it's the alley-oop for Diakite, who's involved in everything at the moment, at both ends around the rim. A miss, 2 scores, a foul. And now wide open, Sorkin looking for a second three ball, and he makes it. A fast scoring start from both teams here, which is really kind of what we expected. The leakiest two defenses in the league, both much better teams offensively than defensively. And here's Forrest. I told him he's playing well at the moment. And he gets his second three. As with Sorkin at one end, he does the same at the other. Now Lonnie Walker stepping through. The pass for Sorkin. Doesn't want to try to shoot over Diakite, who's very athletic. He'll try and post him up, though. Loses it. Good defense. Sorkin getting it back, still time, and it's Raymond for three, short. And Radzavicius will run the floor now. Baskonia like to play fast. You can hear there the coach, Galbiati, shouting, move the ball, move the ball. Little step back for Radzavicius. Another three. These two teams unstoppable at the moment from long range. 5 of 6 between them. Baskonia 3 of 3. Here's Jimmy Clark going inside this time, and a beautiful finish off the window. Radzavicius has to be alert here, and Clark was quicker. Making the steal. Radzavicius wasn't expecting the pass, couldn't adjust quickly enough. Lonnie Walker, sidestep three, is raining triples in Vitoria-Gasteiz. We've had 6 of them in 4 minutes. 3 apiece. Maccabi back in front. Omaroi trying to thread the needle with a difficult pass. Behind the back for Lonnie for another. And it is Lonnie Walker with 8 fast points. Maccabi racing up to the 5-point lead. An offensive showpiece at the moment. Nobody can miss a shot. 13-18. We've only had just over 4 minutes of play. Long may this kind of fun continue as we look ahead to the Final Four.
What do you recall from that night?
I was 24. I still remember it. The whole city, it was ours that night. It was more than just basketball. It was a feeling.
Will you be there?
I never left.
Your 4th and final chance to get tickets for the Final Four coming up in a fortnight. The 20th of April is the magic date. And before then, we will know finally which teams are heading into the playoffs. It's been an incredible season, again underlining that the EuroLeague is the most competitive league in the world, bar none. Shown by the fact that here we are, 3 games before the end of the regular season. We still don't know any playoff teams confirmed yet. And tonight has already delivered a couple of massive results, with Fenerbahce losing again at Hapoel. Just 1 game between them now. And one of real importance for ours tonight is that Dubai Basketball have launched an incredible 4th quarter comeback at Žalgiris to winning Kaunas. That puts them now 1 win ahead of Maccabi. Back to the action here with changes for the home team and a change in shooting accuracy as well, as Clement Frisch, who's just come in, doesn't read the script of what's gone before, misses. Also in the game for Baskonia, Marquise Noel and Marcus Howard, TLC, and they join Frisch and Omaroi. And here's Lonnie Walker again, making it look effortlessly easy, just setting up the 3. Remember, he got 5 of 7 against Efes last week. He's 3 of 3 here tonight. It's an 11-0 run. And 9 of those, the last 9 points, are Lonnie Walker. Another miss for Baskonia. Rebounded by Raymond after Omoroi was off the mark. No changes in personnel yet for the visiting team. And no change in outcome. Sensational shooting from Maccabi. 6 of 7 from three-point range. 8 of 9 from the field. 24 points in 5 minutes. That is just astonishing. We knew coming into this game they were hot, but this is beyond hot. This is out of space. They're joining the astronauts on the other side of the moon, the way they're shooting. And Baskonia have got to answer soon. TLC does so from the free throw line. And that has to be the start of a response now for the hosts. O'Shea Brissett has replaced Raymond. And no way, Lonnie Walker. What is going on here? 4 3-pointers from Lonnie Walker in the space of a minute and a half. Now bursting through is Marquise Noel. He just can't keep up with the scoring here. This is the kind of scoreline you sometimes get early in the second quarter. We've got 4 minutes to play here, and Lonnie's going for a fifth. And finally misses one. And let's hope that doesn't signal a slowdown in scoring. TLC finds his way inside, stretches out above the leap of Horde. Baskonia have scored 3 baskets in less than a minute now. Still 8 down though, as there's a stutter step, and the pass to Horde is swatted by Diakite. The whistle though. He's blown on Howard. But that will go down as a block for Diakite. After we saw the scores for TLC and Noel. And yet another 3-pointer for Lonnie Walker. 14 points for Lonnie already. But Noel does well there. And that will go down as another block as he forces it out of the hands of Lonnie Walker. Empty hands as Walker tried to keep his hot streak going, but now inside it goes to Frisch, and it is Baskonia on a charge. Tamir Blatt has stepped in, and Marcio Santos for Baskonia. Here's Blatt looking for the alley-oop, and one finish by Horde. A tough bucket for his first score of the game. And after a bit of a dry spell, when Baskonia didn't score for a minute and a half, they're back on it now. Blatt already with his first assist of the night. That foul is on Noel. And it will send Horde to the line. Trent Forrest will have a break as Matteo Spaniolo enters the action for Baskonia. And John Di Bartolomeo for Maccabi, the latest entrant to the game. So the fives now for Baskonia is Spaniolo, Noel, Luau Cabarro, Frisch, and Diakite. And here is Diakite for 3. It's another. We have 13 3-pointers in this first quarter. 13 of 17 between the teams. Surely won't be sustained. Hope it is, but that is a pass inside from Blatt that's taken away. Baskonia have rallied really well here as TLC runs into Brissett, gets it back, could kick it out to Spaniolo. He drives, excellent dish, and Diakite goes up to 9 points with another dunk. Great penetration from Spaniolo, and now it is the visiting coach, Oded Katash, who wants to call the timeout because Baskonia are running amok. They have scored 11 points in less than 2 minutes. And what was a 12-point lead for Maccabi is now just 4. Crazy start.
Play defense 1-on-1. They are sleeping on the screen. They are sleeping on the screen. Bigs, you are in a contact and you touch their hip and stay with them. Yeah. And after that, there is a screen, we go. But by yourself, adjust your footwork to go in front. And put in pressure. We are in 2 now. Just to slow down, but put in pressure. We have bonus. Guys, offense, very good when we have paint touches. Every time we have 1 paint touches, we have kilometers. 2 paint touches, there is no 1. And that can be 3s wide open, layups dance. Paint touches, and keep playing. Let's go.
Well, we're having a lot of fun at the Buesa Arena. Certainly the scorers are. Defense is less so. Coaches, not at all. They're hating it. Of course, coaches don't like to see a high-scoring game. They're the only ones, Killjoys. But 26-30. And we've still got 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Let's see what comes next. Tamir Blatt. Santos trying to create some space for him. The pass goes to Di Bartolomeo, who is fouled by Clement Frisch, and that takes them into the bonus, so it will be free throws for the captain. Clear contact from Frisch. And at that, he goes to the bench with Eugene Omoroi returning. The shooting accuracy tonight has just been incredible so far. 10 of 13 Maccabi from the field, 11 of 14 for Baskonia. But there's a first free throw miss. As John Di Bartolomeo, one of the best in the business, can't get it to go. That's not what you'd expect, but here's Omoroi, blocked by Marcio Santos. Omoroi going up a little soft. Looked like he thought he had an easy score. And Marcio Santos punishing him with the rejection. Look at this from Marcio Santos. Get out of here. Omoroi going up as though it was a matter of routine. No way. Now Spaniolo for 3. That's short. But there's a foul underneath the basket, whistled on Zach Hankins, who's just come into the game and immediately got his first foul. He doesn't like the call. Maccabi still do have another one to give before they enter the bonus. TLC to the bench, Radzivicius back in. Interesting that it was only a very short spell in the game for Marcus Howard. You wonder if he's not quite right. Omoroi off the mark. As Diakite couldn't take the rebound. And we've actually had 47 seconds without a field goal. Come on, guys, this is getting a bit boring now. Let's get back on it. Rafa Villar enters for the first time. And he's guarding up against Tamir Blatt here. Hankins on the perimeter gives it to O'Shea Brissett. He'll look to drive with power, hangs it up and in, and thank you, O'Shea. Back to the scoring. We'd missed those. 33 points in the quarter. Got to be some sort of record or close to for Maccabi. Radzivicius will drive, kick it back out. Good ball movement. Now Villar goes inside and is fouled on the floor by Marcio Santos. So no more fouls to give now, as Baskonia look to narrow the gap. Back up to 7 as Villar. It's a good defense on this possession, and an air ball from Forrest. Radzivicius picked it up too late. As the shot clock expired, And so Maccabi have turned things around defensively since that last time out. Baskonia haven't scored now in a minute and a half. And here's Black getting the screen from Marcio Santos. And another one, and coming off it for the three! Tamir Blatt, one of the best three-point shooters in the league this season. 41% from long range. And he gets his first of the night. Probably won't be his last. And the lead is back up to 10. Forrest wants the screen set. He'll drive through. Met by Marcio Santos. Good defense. Rebounded by Hankins. And Maccabi can add to the lead. And if they take all the time off the shot clock, Baskonia will be left with next to nothing. And Tamir Blatt will look for another three. Not this time. Could have used more time. And that will be an easy transition score for Omaroi. So Baskonia get what they need of a stop and a score at the end of the first quarter. Just wonder if Tamir Blatt will think he should have held onto it for a few more seconds so that Baskonia didn't get this chance to score. Radzivicius with the awareness to find Omaroi. And an easy score for him. What a first quarter, fast-paced, high-scoring, highlight reel plays. And it finishes Baskonia 28, Maccabi 36. Well, look at those numbers, especially Maccabi's. 8 of 11 for three-pointers, 73%, 4 of 5 inside. What's interesting there is not just the success they've had, but the focus they've given to outside shooting. And maybe that was planned, maybe it was the players on the fly having so much success, finding space. Although a lot of those shots were by no means open, easy shots, especially Lonnie Walker's. 4 of 5, and he might be a player now he's back in form that will find himself flying up that list. The ownership percentage in the EuroLeague Fantasy Challenge, topped by Sasha Vezenkov, as it has been all season. Everybody wants Sasha Vezenkov on their team. No Lonnie Walker at the moment, but that might change in the top 10 most popularly owned players between now and the end of the season, and maybe into the postseason if Maccabi can get there. He was the BKT top performer of the first quarter with a PR of 13 with his 14 points. The only blemish, he didn't miss a shot and he committed a turnover. Back to it. Maccabi, these 5 on the floor. As Marcio Santos goes through, can't get it to go, kicks it back though to Di Bartolomeo. Santos again, copycat offensive rebounds for Santos, and now he'll try to profit from it. Well, that's a shame because he deserved that. He started it twice and wanted to finish it. But off target from Maccabi to start the second quarter. Jimmy Clark comes back in, 7 points and 3 assists for him in the first quarter as he replaces Di Bartolomeo. Baskonia are coming out with Forrest and Spaniolo, Radzivicius, Villar and Omaroi. So a bit of small ball from the home team. Spaniolo losing it. And here's Brissett to Blatt to Clark. Kicks it back for Blatt as Baskonia get well set defensively. Horde trying to feed it inside to Hankins, who's got a size advantage over Villar. Can't score, but does get the offensive rebound. And that's the danger for Baskonia with playing small ball at the moment. They don't have many rebounders out there. Hankins feasting off that to pick up his own miss. Forrest with the foul, and now the inbounds finds Clark, who's fouled underneath the basket. by VR. Oh, the Katash looks less than impressed, but free throws coming up for Jimmy Clark. I mentioned his 7 points and 3 assists, but also 3 steals already for Jimmy Clark. He's ranked 4 in the league in that category. He might climb a bit higher after tonight. 3 steals already. More rebounding on the floor now for Baskonia, with Stefan Joksimovic and in particular Mamadi Diakite back in. Joksimovic, risky cross-court pass to Radzivicius. Now into Omaroi. Finds Radzivicius, great pass, and finished by the Lithuanian for his 2nd triple of the night. What a pass from Omaroi, he flipped over his shoulder cross court. Now Jimmy Clark up against Diakite, who's very athletic, gets the block on it. I'm sure there was a fingertip on that. 2nd block of the night for Diakite. He gives it back to Forrest now. Switching onto Tamir Blatt, Trent Forrest, Joksimovic way downtown from the youngster. Rebounded by Clark and Maccabi running. Tamir Blatt, Joksimovic tried to foul him, couldn't. Brissett short, and Baskonia will run again. But it's turned over. Clark back the other way, turned over. Joksimovic, who's going to throw it to who now? Frantic passage of play, which really just sums up the way these teams are playing. It is fast, it is furious. And there's another steal. As Omaroi throws it straight to Brissett. No look, Horde can't score. Diakite with the block. There's not much control out there at the moment. It is frantic. Now Diakite. Joksimovic gets it back. Oh, and there's another turnover from Baskonia. They're up to 8 now, and I think 4 of those have been in the last minute. And Joksimovic is punished for committing his 3rd by heading to the bench. That's a bit of a lesson for the 17-year-old. You see again that block from Diakite, followed by the 3 at the other end for Radzivicius. Marquise Noel also back in, and TLC for the home team. Lonnie Walker returning for Maccabi, the standout player of the 1st quarter, and Roman Sorkin as well. Is Horde. Sorkin in for Horde, who's fouled on the floor by Forrest. Maccabi with Clark, Walker, Sorkin, Brissett, and Horde. And Omaroi is the latest to be substituted out, with Clement Frisch returning. Sorkin, a couple of 3-pointers for him early on. Walker, 4 for him. And you switch the defense as Brissett takes on the tough baseline shot, which is off the mark. Percentage is dropping all the time here as TLC finds a wide open Frisch. Good 3-point shooter, and he drains it. He's made 44% for the season, Frisch. Gets his 1st of the night there. Baskonia edging closer. It's been an 8-2 run. Lonnie Walker gives it up to Horde, who battles through and just about gets a flat shot to drop. That's their 1st field goal of this 2nd quarter, Maccabi. Very different 2nd quarter so far. Noel way off. Horde rebounds, and now here's Lonnie Walker. Skipping through. And a good finish for his 1st 2 of the game. Having done all his previous damage from long range. Up to 16 now, Lonnie Walker. Trent Forrest. Game slows down for once with Noel. Thought about the alley-oop pass for TLC. Instead, Diakite takes on the 3 that he misses. And we're approaching the territory of normal shooting percentages now. As Sorkin bodies up against Diakite, who fouls him, and one. Sorkin with a tough finish. Backing in on Diakite. He just extended the arm there. Couldn't get his 3rd block of the game. As Sorkin goes up to 8 points and has a chance to add another. 2nd foul on Diakite, who is no stranger to foul trouble at times. Being kept out there at the moment. And there's a worrying sign for Baskonia. Trent Forrest limping away and heading to the locker room. Bear in mind, they've also got Marcus Howard, doubtful over how much he'll be able to play tonight. Only played 2.5 minutes so far, Howard, returning to action from injury. Maybe he's not fully right yet. Same applying to Forrest. So now Maccabi bouncing back with a 7-0 run. As TLC way off. That's his first miss tonight. And Lonnie Walker driving at Frisch. What a putback from Sorkin. He had to take that from low down and then bring it high above his head for the putback slam. His teammates enjoyed that after Lonnie Walker had his shot disturbed. Sorkin flew in and turned it into a kind of assist. That is great anticipation and athleticism. Look at how low he had to collect it and then quickly bring it up for the throwdown. And that means we head into the timeout after a 0-9 run in the space of 80 seconds. Sorkin with the last 5 points.
Right? We have to shrink the block. In ISO, Kavarot, ISO situation, the next guy, it's not the next, but we choke the action. With Noel, less overall when he got the ball. Like let's get back to the game now. Let's go. Now, you see, once you start the offense, they play more of a switching people. So now we have 3 guards run the floor and start our transition. We can even call up. Right? But keep the floor.
Well, Maccabi are feeling, aren't they, a lot of energy, a lot of animation in that timeout. And what confidence is running through that team right now after winning 8 of the last 9. They've been knocked down a place in the standings today already with Dubai's incredible road win at Žalgiris. As we see, Trent Forrest is back on the bench. That's good news after he headed to the locker room a couple of minutes ago. Hopefully he'll be able to return soon. Still no Marcus Howard though, as Baskonia look to get back on the scoreboard after a bit of a drought, but that one from Frisch is no good. It was blocked by Walker. Got a hand on it. Jimmy Clark with 2 shooters out there as well. Di Bartolomeo and here on the ball, a red-hot Lonnie Walker. 3 on the shot clock. Turns around, can't get it to go. Diakite, good work, and then such clever improvisation from Spaniolo, leaping up and seeing the opponent prostate on the floor, just throws it off Di Bartolomeo. Smart thinking from Spaniolo. Here, have it. Ah, I didn't want it. Di Bartolomeo, a bit of a sporting approval of Spaniolo's quick thinking. Noel, sidestep, doesn't take on the 3. He'll look to drive. He's not going to take on Sorkin, though, but TLC tries the 3. It won't go, and it's going to be a jump ball between Omaroi And Jalen Horde only has 1 rebound so far. Second best rebounder in the league. Not been having much of a chance tonight so far. Jump ball though won by Horde. To get the possession back for his team, who are still on a 9-0 run. Lonnie Walker gets it back, tries to find the pass over to Clark, and it's deflected by Noel onto Clark. So they force the turnover. And there's a good sight for Baskonia. We're speculating that maybe Marcus Howard wasn't quite fully fit after his injury. He's returned tonight for the first time since round 31. Only played 2 minutes in the first quarter, I should say, without taking on a shot. He's back on the floor now. Standing in the left corner, but there's a steal from Lonnie Walker. He can't finish it, though. He'll have a second attempt, and again he can't finish it, but he will go to the foul line this time. There's good defense tracking back from Spaniolo, as Radzavicius eventually is called for the foul. He'll be frustrated, though, Lonnie Walker. 2 chances to score there. He'll have to put them in from the line instead. Been a remarkable turnaround in form for Lonnie Walker, who was heading into the game against FS last week in a real slump. The previous 3 games, I should say, he'd only scored a total of 11 points, during which time he'd shot 1 of 18 from the field. Then, the FS game, he made a 3 and it all flowed from there. Ended up with 25 points. And he's, in this game, up to 18 already. Omaroi, he will go to the line after being fouled by Raymond. Walker's free throws making it an 11-0 run. Baskonia with no points in 3.5 minutes. Raymond's second foul, but he's going to stay out there. Horde going to the bench. Looks like he's limping a bit. Shea Brissett replacing him. A little bit of luck for Omaroi on what was Baskonia's first free throw of the night. They are up to 11 assists now, Baskonia. Omaroi gets the second as well. Sorkin's got to cross the halfway line, does so. Now finds Jimmy Clark. 9 points, 3 assists already for Clark. Lonnie Walker spins away from Howard, sidestep back, 3, long, and it's a few misses now for Lonnie Walker from the field. Omaroi will go up against Raymond, nice move, but the block from Raymond, retrieved by Radzavicius, and into the corner for Spaniolo. Omaroi will try again, not easy against Sorkin. Goes around him, stops, floats it up. No, he never looked comfortable there. And Brissett in transition for Lonnie Walker, for Sorkin. That won't go either, but Sorkin is fouled as he grabs the loose ball. And that's a second on Radzavicius. There, and his hand going down on Sorkin's arm. Sorkin frustrated, he didn't score in the first place, as was Omaroi here as he was blocked by Raymond. We've had 6 blocks tonight already. 3 for each team. Sorkin putting together another outstanding game. 12 points, 3 rebounds already. Only missed 1 shot so far. And this lead just keeps on growing. 50 points already for Maccabi. The leading scorers in the league, getting it done again. A little over 2 to play in the first half. Baskonia need a response. They want to go into the locker rooms trailing only by single digits. TLC can make that happen with his first 3 of the night. That is now 35 consecutive games with at least 1 3-pointer. Baskonia really needed that as it's rotated out for Sorkin, who would go up against Omaroi. Nearly loses it, does lose it. 4-on-1 break. Howard inside, Omaroi off the glass. Good unselfishness from Howard. Could have easily taken on the 3-pointer, thinking, well, if I miss, it might get rebounded, but Omaroi was wide open, and so instead, the pass inside to the big man after the steal from Noel. And it's Maccabi with the timeout after Baskonia score 5 points in a row.
And after that, a solid defense. Weak them every time. Keep the ball on one side. Move your feet. Slap retreat. It's okay. If we switch, ready to bump out your teammate, okay? But talking.
I knew you were there.
First of all, fight. And after that run, on transition, if we round, we can also go one time surprise for a snap and steal us basket. If not, move them. Move them and slip the pick. Hey, 1 minute 36, Diego.
Well, there's some big games going on around the EuroLeague tonight. This one is of specific relevance to Maccabi, and it is not the news they want. Crvena Zvezda look to be heading towards victory in Belgrade, much needed. As they take on Paris, they're up by 12 midway through the 4th quarter. Cody Miller-McIntyre with a double-double already in that game. What a player he is for Zvezda, who, if they win that one, will go 2 wins clear of Maccabi, albeit Maccabi will have 2 games in hand, this one and then the derby against Hapoel on Sunday. But you'd much rather have wins on the board than games in hand at this stage of the season. Maccabi look like they're going to have to chase Zvezda. Serbian team on their way to a win. Back to the action here, 80 seconds left to play in the half. Jimmy Clark off the mark. No one can rebound it, but eventually there's a foul as Frisch tried to grab it. Omaroi getting the block here as Clark tried to scoop it up and in. Maccabi with fouls to give still. That one was on Sorkin, his first. Baskonia coming out with Noel, Howard, TLC, Frisch and Omaroi. TLC back for a diminutive point guard, Noel. Turns it over, another one, that's 10 now. As at the other end, Sorkin is fouled by Omaroi, which will send him to the line. Got to cut out these turnovers in the second half. Baskonia, 10 of them already. 3 against Omaroi now. And that was a 4th steal for Jimmy Clark. Sorkin keeps scoring. And he's up to 14 now. Make that 15. He and Lonnie Walker, the only players in double digits so far. A foul to give for Maccabi, remember. Howard floats it way short. Frisch keeps it alive. And And they've still got 8 seconds. Omaroi, confident to take on the 3 when he had time. Brissett gets his 3rd rebound. And he'll dribble his way through. He won't score, and now there's a break. It's 2-on-1. Noel for Howard. Corner 3. Marcus Howard splashes it in. His first points of the night. Noel had every confidence in his teammate to sling it over to him in the corner. 9-point game. 15 seconds before half-time. Maccabi can use all the remaining clock. Clark will hold it. He loves having the ball on the buzzer. He will sidestep and shoot the 3. It won't go, and that will be it. Frisch doesn't have time to do anything with it, and so very entertaining first half. Comes to an end, high scoring, but Maccabi with the runs to take them into the lead at this stage of proceedings. Baskonia 44, Maccabi 53. At the moment, the Yellows rolling to a 5th straight win. But they know Baskonia will keep on coming out, firing at them in the second half. Now, the leading scorer so far with 4 of 6 3-pointers is Lonnie Walker, a man in form, and we're going to go courtside and hear from him.
Lonnie, you guys had a good first half, especially on offense, but defense is helping as well, forcing over 10 turnovers from Baskonia.
I mean, defense is good, but we definitely need to be better. I mean, they're getting second chance points, a lot of easy shots, you know, getting easy layups and transition. So being more careful with our possessions, I think we'll be in a good place.
Thank you.
For the Baskonia version of events, let's hear from Mamadi Diakite, the leading scorer for the hosts so far.
Mamadi, you guys managed to pull closer there at the end. Still, what more? One does need Baskonia for the second half.
We have to be locked in more. I know we've had it 2 double weeks already, but it doesn't matter. We're here, we're playing at home. We need to make sure we're locked in, and it's about defense again. We have to make sure we limited them to 1 shot. They're grabbing way too many offensive rebounds, and they're feeling way too comfortable on when they take their shots. So we have to get more aggressive and make them put the ball on the floor, second pass, and so.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Mamadi Diakite looking for defensive improvement from his team in the second half, and that's fair enough when you allow 53 points in the first half at home. Lonnie Walker, the main scorer so far, 18 points for him. Diakite with an all-round effort, a couple of steals and a couple of blocks for him. We'll see a lot more of those two after the break when we return to Buesa Arena.
EuroLeague brought to you by Etihad Beyond Borders, Experience Abu Dhabi, Motorola, and BKT.
Olympiacos starting 5 are all impressive this season, with Milutinov dominating at center every time we've seen him.
My role a little bit changed comparing to the last 2 years. I was starting on the bench. This year I'm starting as a first big, so it was a little bit more challenging, but this was something that I was doing before some years, so I knew how to do it.
Nikola Milutinov, a monster.
I'm really glad to be in this team and to be center for Olympiacos this year. We had our difficult moments, we had our good moments, but this is part of being in Olympiacos. Lately we start really to show our identity defensively, to play aggressive in that part of the game, because I believe that before we were a little bit soft, we were receiving a lot of points, especially in our home. We didn't show that identity that we had in the previous years.
For the Reds, it is now 4 defeats in their last 5, 3 straight defeats.
We are showing our better effort in that part of the game, and I think this is going to be key if we want to be better and better team. So I'm expecting that we're going to rise in the standings until the end of the regular season.
Milutinov in a packed vein puts it in and 1. Olympiacos beat the league leaders. They make it 8 straight wins here in Piraeus.
What a play by Nikola Milutinov, one of the most dominant total and offensive rebounders of the league.
I honestly don't follow the stats. My brother personally is following more everything than he's telling me, but I don't follow those things. I don't want something else to affect my game, to feel stressed or pressure or whatever to say that I need to perform statistical-wise. I really want to perform for the team, to win the games, and that's the only concern that I have. This is the only thing that I want to do.
Las fallas es una tradición que tenemos aquí en Valencia, en la que lo principal es montar un monumento que se llama ninots, y luego pues en toda la semana tenemos mascletas, que es como fuegos artificiales sin iluminación, y pues de no estar en casa todo el día sin parar y estar en la falla.
Una fiesta tremendamente bonita y muy divertida, y es muy agradable pasear por la ciudad.
I would say the burning, you know, everybody go crazy on it. That's why they moved our game tomorrow. Everybody want to be in the game, but also they thinking about the holidays here, though. So there's big respect for them. It's a lot,
While the city has been lit up during Las Fallas, Valencia have been on fire in the EuroLeague.
High-octane orange offense.
This season's surprise package came flying out of the gate and have yet to take their foot off the pedal. With just a few games to go, Valencia find themselves chasing not only an automatic playoff spot, but maybe even home court advantage.
Cuando empezamos la temporada en el club hablábamos de que el objetivo era estar en la lucha por el play-in, pero es que ahora mismo estamos en la lucha por ser top 4, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, vamos a ver de lo que somos capaces. No queremos ser ambiciosos, no renunciar a nada, pero yo creo que para nosotros está siendo una temporada histórica y que la valoramos con una nota muy alta a día de hoy, sin saber lo que pasará en lo que queda.
Make it to the playoff, everybody here will be so special, so we got to lock in, just be prepared for those moments. Every game matters from now on.
Critical to Valencia's success has been their impressive record at home, making a fortress out of the new state-of-the-art Roig Arena.
Here we are, the best arena in Europe, top notch. You know, the way we play, you need a lot of energy, and when the fans kick in, I think you cannot hear the coach, you cannot hear anything. As a player, you love that. You love when the arena is packed out, everybody cheering for you.
Ha sido una afición que en todos los partidos lo da todo y es muy bonita verla.
Los jugadores que a lo mejor, jugadores norteamericanos, jugadores de fuera se sienten valencianos, creo que eso al final a la afición le atrapa.
¿Y cuál es tu mejor jugador?
Jan Montero, porque juega muy bien y me gusta.
How far? The sky is the limit. I don't say like a goal. We can win this all. You know, just play every game and every possession, and just don't be afraid of moment.
EuroLeague brought to you by Etihad Beyond Borders, Experience Abu Dhabi, Motorola, and BKT.
And welcome back to the Buesa Arena, half-time of a hugely entertaining game. Baskonia against Maccabi. A 9-point lead for the visiting team, who are very much in the thick of the race for post-season action. And they're on track at the moment to keep that still the case, heading into the final 10 days of the season. Ronnie Walker's three-point shooting has been a big part of their lead. Tamir Blatt as well off the bench, playing his part. Baskonia certainly haven't been shy to state their case for another victory. Eugene Omaroi with 6 points. And Marcus Howard, this could prove to be an important one. He's a streak shooter. Either makes 5 in a row or misses 5 in a row. That was his triple from the corner just before half-time, putting it back to a single-digit margin at the break. As we look at the shooting stats, they're a bit more normal now. They were sky high in the first quarter, but still pretty good, especially for Maccabi. 8 of 17, 47% for threes. Only 42% inside, though. Baskonia with 14 assists already. We see that the lead swapped hand a few times early on. Since then, though, it's been Maccabi all the way. They've had some sizable leads in there as well, up to as many as 15 points. But Baskonia did hold Maccabi scoreless from the field. Actually, for the last 5 minutes of that first half, only free throws for Maccabi at that point. As we look at the highest scorers and highest PIR, and look at those numbers for Maccabi. Some of those, what you'd expect at the end of a game. 9 points, 14 PIR for Clark, 18 and 15 for Walker, 15 and 20 for Sorkin, who's only missed a shot. He's got 4 rebounds. For Baskonia, it's Diakite and Gitas Radzavicius with the highest PIRs so far. Expect more, though, from Marcus Howard and Timothy Lowawo Cabarro after the break. We've had some shocking results already tonight. There's no such a thing as a shocking result, I'll correct that. Some big results already in Kaunas, Dubai, with a huge fourth quarter coming back to win. And that takes them actually above Maccabi in the standings right now. Opens the door for those around Žalgiris to take advantage, including Zvezda, who late in that game, they're going to win. They're up to a 14-point lead over Paris. That will take them to just 1 win behind Žalgiris. And importantly, for the context of our game, it'll take them 2 wins clear of Maccabi. Another game well underway, and look at this, Olympiacos hammering Real Madrid. It's going to be another road defeat for them, so Olympiacos will be on their own in first place. It means Hapoel, who won earlier today, have climbed level with Real Madrid. Valencia in action could climb above Real Madrid, but they are trailing in the fourth quarter, not by much. Jean Montero trying to lead them back against a Milan team still hoping for the play-in, but they've got to have a lot of results going their way. First and foremost, though, they have to win, so they'll be trying to hold on. And startling results across the board. This not a result, but Panathinaikos up by 30 at Barcelona. I think that's only early in the third quarter. Cedi Osman having a huge game. So it looks like a road win for Pau. And this was how the standings look right now. Still no changes because most of those games that we were looking at are not final yet. It will change when Olympiacos beat Real Madrid. And let's see what happens with Valencia and Zvezda getting the win. A lot to change, but that's how it looks at the moment. Maccabi trying to get back into that top 10. Baskonia trying to stop them. Let's hear the views of their coach, how it's gone so far, Paolo Galbiati.
Coach, obviously defense must be a worry for you, but imagine taking care of the ball with over 10 turnovers in the first half. It's another one of your focuses.
For sure, because of these 10 live turnovers, they score many points on fast break. Our transition defense is so bad. We have to grow up. No turnovers and play defense 1-on-1.
Thank you.
Pretty obvious that he was going to talk about defense. There is the offensive problem with those turnovers as well. They're shooting the ball well. Good percentages, but they've given it away too often. And yeah, of course, after allowing 53 points in the first half, they've got to tighten up the defense. Let's see now the thoughts of Oded Katash, the Maccabi coach. He is with Martin courtside.
Coach, with this 9-point lead, you guys are halfway there. What do you need to focus on the second half?
We have to play better defensively. We need to use fouls better. We need to be a little bit more aggressive. We are too relaxed.
Thank you.
Well, Maccabi's need is greater tonight, and if it comes to motivation in the second half, you feel that they will get more and more aggressive, determined, physical as the game goes on. Only one second chance basket tonight, which will annoy them because they have got 7 offensive rebounds, but they've not been able to convert them. Nothing on the fast break yet for Maccabi, but still 53 points on the road in the first half. You'll take that. You'll certainly take Roman Sorkin's game so far. Scoring Sorkin up to 15 points already tonight, and he was the BKT top performer in the second quarter. 9 of his 15 points, plus 2 offensive rebounds in that quarter. Looks like he's ready to head out for the start of the second half. As we get back to this one, Baskonia finished the first half well. It was an 8-2 run in the last couple of minutes. This will be something for them to build on and try to upset the veteran president, Shimon Mizrahi, who travels everywhere that Maccabi do. 86 years of age now. He's been involved with Maccabi since 1969, the chairman. So much he's seen, everything in basketball, but still kept excited and kept wondering by what might happen to his team over the rest of this season. As we start the second half with a foul on Rafa Villar, second for him. Clark, Walker, Horde, Sorkin and Brissett on the floor for Maccabi as they lose it with Villar, this time getting a steal away from Horde. Stepping back for the 3 is Radzavicius. Won't go, and Walker takes the rebound. Leading scorer in the game barges away Villar, but can't get the 3 to go. Forrest, Villar, Radzavicius, Frisch and Diakite in the game for Baskonia as Forrest is fouled and won. Trent Forrest taking the contact from Jimmy Clark, bouncing off it, losing his balance, but scooping it up and in. Well, you may say he initiated that contact leaning into Jimmy Clark, but Clark didn't get too close. And Forrest profits to the tune of 3 points. He's up to 9 in total now. So first score of the second half goes for Baskonia. Horde coming to set a screen for Clark, switching on to Frisch. Walker will attack Diakite. Shoveled into the corner. Clark nearly loses it, has to shoot on the buzzer. And now the fast break is sent for Radzavicius. Excellent awareness there from Rafa Villar, not trying to force it. As Clark for Brissett. Can't make the 3. Radzavicius taps it down. It's Baskonia on a roll. If they score here, could well be a timeout. And there's a foul instead from Sorkin as Forrest drove through. First of the night. Actually, it's gone on Brissett. Yep, he got there first. Also his first of the night. Look at this from Villar. Knew he was running out of court. So rather than trying to force it, just took the shot. Took the pass that was there to the trailing
Coach challenge
Radzavicius. Let's see if this was a foul in the act of shooting.
Okay, so before the contact, okay, he's got the ball in both hands. Yeah. He's driving towards the basket, and we are in the green area, which is as we call 50-50 area.
Then we have to go back to shooting.
Yeah, we should go with active shooting.
So I will show it. Yeah.
Time.
So we overturned the decision.
Yeah. Okay. Time is correct.
It's okay, Mandy?
Yeah, time is correct.
Time is correct.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. Thank you very much.
So Trent Forrest getting the ball into his hands to go up and shoot. A successful challenge for Paolo Galbiati. Forrest will go to the line, trying to add to this little run that Baskonia have put together here. It's 5 points in a row already at the start of the third quarter, having scored the last 3 of the first half. So it's now a 9-0 run in total, which Forrest will try to make 10 after he goes into double digits, scoring the first Baskonia player to do so. And we're back to a single possession game. Remember, it was a 15-point margin not long ago. Now Clark being pressured by Forrest, just about gets it over the halfway line, but Ord can't keep it in bounds. So excellent pressure from the Baskonia defense. We heard the coach talking for a more focused effort on defense. They've certainly delivered that so far. And Maccabi now haven't scored a field goal in nearly 7 minutes. There's only free throws at the end of the second quarter. And Baskonia taking charge of this game. Can they take the lead? Trent Forrest on the dribble, on the drive, looking for the layup. Didn't quite get the and one this time, but he will go to the line as Brissett gets his second foul. It's clearly a foul. And Forrest taking over here. He's now scored 6 points in this quarter. 6 points in 75 seconds for Trent Forrest. He can tie the game now and keep that run going up to 12-0. No, he can't, but he gets the rebound. And so Baskonia with a chance to lead. Diakite hands back to Forrest, who will sidestep way off the mark. Ord rebounds it. Frisch was applying the pressure. Now, Maccabi needs some offense. It's Lonnie Walker into Sorkin, who's immediately fouled on the floor by VR. Baskonia playing harder, playing more physically, not giving the visitors easy options to shoot. Now here's Walker, perfect inbounds play found by Clark, and that ends the run and ends Maccabi's drought of 7.5 minutes without a field goal. Diakite travels, so that showtime dunk won't count for anything, as he just shuffled his feet on the perimeter before he got going. That came after Walker's second two-pointer of the game. And that spark a Maccabi run to re-establish control. Diakite against Sorkin, spinning and back, hook shot, brilliant. Roman Sorkin, one of the best in the business in the low post. He's improved so much. And it is Maccabi reasserting themselves. Frisch, Diakite, for three. His second of the night. No, actually, they're calling it a long two, foot on the line. There's Walker now. He'll take on the three, and that definitely is his fifth of the evening. And Maccabi, having gone cold for so long, are firing on all cylinders again. Radzivicius step back, and we're back to the first quarter's pace of scoring. Remember, the first quarter ended 28-36. Both offenses flying at the moment. Sorkin for Ord. In for Sorkin, he's got a mismatch on Forrest. Kicks it back for Clark. His three is off. What a rebound from Brissett. But only because he was fouling, according to the ref. He wants that challenged. As he span, did he push Radzavicius out the way? It's his third foul as things stand. Walker with his 5th triple of the game. No challenge from the coach. So Brissett stays on the floor on 3 fouls. And now Clark, he picks up his 3rd. He probably will have to go to the bench now. Such an important playmaker. It's probably Tamir Blatt time. Clark whistled for that foul. They're in the bonus as well. And it is that change straight away. Clark out, Blatt in. And look who's at the line again, Trent Forrest. Owning this 3rd quarter so far. He's had some big scoring nights in recent weeks as Trent Forrest. In fact, his highest scoring games of the season are his last 2. Against Zvezda and Hapoel, 31 points and 22 points. He's up to 14 again now. Man in form. Tamir Blatt up against Marcus Howard. Now Sorkin will drive at Diakite. And the foul is on Diakite, who didn't quite see it that way. His 3rd foul. Been a great battle between these two tonight, Diakite and Sorkin. Both athletic, strong players in different ways. Sorkin more physical. Diakite more athletic. They both shoot 3s as well. Sorkin off the mark this time, having made a couple previously. Strong rebound for Frisch. 1-point game. Nearly midway through the 3rd. Diakite up against Sorkin again. Back now for Forrest. Diakite comes to set the screen. Switching defense. Forrest blows by it and dunks it. Trent Forrest with 2 more. And that is now 9 points for him in the quarter. Up to 16 in total, and the lead briefly, because here comes Jalen Horde and 1. So quickly, Maccabi back into the advantage, with Horde scoring his 3rd field goal of the night with the foul from Frisch. Here's the dunk from Forrest, who's certainly got those hops. We've seen it before. He's a playmaker, but he's also more than capable of dunking it hard. And he's having a well-earned break now with TLC coming back in, the 4th leading scorer in the league, as Di Bartolomeo replaces Walker. His Horde for the and 1, which he makes. So Baskonia with Noel, Howard, TLC, Omeroy and Diakite in the game. It's Noel back for TLC, driving at Marcio Santos, who's just returned. And he'll drive at him again, and he'll draw the foul, and that's on the floor. Will be free throws, though, as they are in the bonus. Second foul on Santos. It's a lot slower the second half. More fouls, a lot more disrupted offenses. And it's just a 2-point margin. Baskonia fighting hard here. They've enjoyed the better of the second half so far as we head into a timeout. 61 to 63. It's been another spectacular performance from Lonnie Walker. Sidestep 3 after sidestep 3, or sometimes just a pull-up 3. He's made 5 of them in total on 8 attempts, adding a couple of close-range scores as well. Up to 23 points, Walker, having scored 25 in the win over FS last week. A man well and truly on the top of his game, and a lot more to come from him. His time is being managed so far. He's getting his breaks, his breathers. He's not committed any fouls yet, so there's no reason to think that he won't be playing a big part in this for the final 14 minutes or so that remain. Also contributing with a steal and a block, so helping out defensively. Now back to the action, Luau Cabarro with a chance to tie the game. His first trip to the foul line tonight. Maccabi have Blatt, Di Bartolomeo, Horde, Brissett and Santos in the game. Notably Brissett on 3 fouls, as is Diakite for Baskonia. They could well be going directly up against each other. And Luau Cabarro ties it. Blatt trying to get away from Noel. Takes on the 3. Soft rebound, falls straight to Santos, and he keeps his poise to finish after getting his 3rd offensive rebound of the night. TLC will drive at him and looks for the reverse. It's a good finish into double figures now. It was Forrest starting the job in the 3rd quarter for Baskonia. They'll look for TLC to finish it as Blatt thinks about the 3. Noel sticks to him. Whips the pass to Horde, back for Blatt. Another 3 attempted, it won't go, and Howard watches it out of bounds. So Baskonia continuing to enjoy success on defense. Maccabi had a flurry of scoring earlier this quarter, a couple of minutes ago, but that's dried up again now. There's 12 points for them in this quarter so far. And Baskonia with a chance to take the lead. Howard waiting in the left corner. Noel for 3 from way out. And there's a foul underneath the basket. As Di Bartolomeo clatters into Omaroi. Elbow extended from John D. Omaroi waited for the contact, sensed it was coming, and goes to the line where he's made 2 of 2 so far. Di Bartolomeo joins Brissett on 3 fouls. So Baskonia back into the lead. It's not something they've enjoyed too much tonight. They were briefly ahead at 61-60 a couple of minutes ago. Maccabi came straight back. Omaroi misses a second there. Di Bartolomeo gives it to Santos. And now there's a foul off the ball. Omaroi will give Marcio Santos an immediate chance to change the lead again. Marcio Santos, a good shooter. Excellent technique for a big man, 80% from the foul line this season. And he misses the second, so we're tied up. Matisse Noel, 4 assists for him so far, taking on Santos and gets fouled by him. It's the pattern of the game at the moment. More free throws. And Santos with his 3rd foul. Yeah, there was a nudge on the hip there and then more contact. Now had 12 free throws in this quarter alone. Both teams have been good from the line, as we see, in the mid-80s. Noel makes it a 2-point game, so Baskonia gradually taking control of this one. Not been a good quarter for Maccabi so far. Di Bartolomeo. There is an offensive foul that Tamir Blatt cannot believe. But it goes against him as he battles with Howard. That's only his first. They do have 3 players out there on 3 fouls, Maccabi, Santos, Brissett, and Di Bartolomeo. They want to keep Di Bartolomeo in the game a little longer to give Lonnie Walker more of a break. Noel getting away from Di Bartolomeo. And now for TLC, who will drive and spin mid-range. Classic finish from TLC. And that's 6 points in the quarter for him, and the lead 4 points is the biggest that Baskonia have enjoyed all night. Santos tries to narrow it, and he does immediately. Noel. And for Omaroi. TLC's got a big size advantage here. Whips it to the corner for Howard. Howard with another corner 3. It's his second shot of the night from long range. Both of them he's made, both of them from the corner. Lead is up to 5. What a good quarter this has been for Baskonia. And now another offensive foul, and that is the 4th on Santos, who surely will have to go to the bench now, as he leaned in on Howard, who scored the 3 at the other end. His third quarter has been a 29-15 partial in Baskonia's favour. Paolo Galbiati's men very much in charge of this one at the moment. A long way to go, though, and they want to make the most of this period of the game where they're dominating, and TLC adds 2 more. He's up to 15 points now, a 5th assist there for Noel. The lead goes up to 7. Now Blatt, important shot for Maccabi, it won't go. Di Bartolomeo can't rebound it either. It's a 9-2 run. Noel is a good 3-point shooter. Instead he feeds it inside. Omaroi, size difference on Di Bartolomeo, and gives it in for Frisch for laying it up and in. It is 7 points in a row for Baskonia. It is a 9-point margin. It is 33 points in the quarter for Baskonia. And Ode Katash not left with much option but to call the timeout, try and get his team resettled, refocused and reinvigorated. This game is being taken away from them, and perhaps their season is being taken away from them. Huge few minutes coming up for Maccabi.
Your job is to force him to receive as far as possible, okay? Pressure on the passer. If they start to look inside, put pressure, send it to the baseline. Okay, not pressure when dribble beaten. We have bonus, they have bonus. Yeah. It's okay? When the ball goes, everybody positioning. Start, avoid the first, stay in between. Who start is the guy who sprint to take the last available. Yeah. It's okay? Yeah. But guys, you have to play big. Who goes to the ball goes for real. And the others play big to slow down. On offense, we keep going to play or outside or fish 5 snap. It's okay.
A great credit to Baskonia. They have come out firing in this second half. Their season is over in terms of postseason options. They're playing in an empty arena, no fans inside today. You could have thought down by 15 near half-time, they kind of throw the towel in a little bit, but far from it. They have roared back and now they lead by 9. 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Maccabi need a response here. They've got Tamir Blatt on the perimeter, trying to work his way inside. Tough shot, short. And it's Baskonia players getting in each other's way for the rebound. Chance for the first double-digit lead of the game for the hosts now, as Noel looks for the 3. Marquise Noel with his first long-range strike of the evening. And Baskonia unstoppable right now. A 10-0 run. Maccabi in real trouble as Jimmy Clark gets hounded by Noel. Finds his way inside and able to get the layup in the end. Great perseverance from Clark. Baskonia, 36 points in this quarter. They've got maybe one more possession if they take their time here. Noel is going to go inside. It's gone for the 2-for-1 to make sure they get it back. He is confident right now. Now to the other end again, where there's a foul on Clark. He'll have to go to the line as he drew the contact from Frisch. A third foul for Frisch, but look at this from Noel. Breezing by Clark, he is very quick. That came just after his three-pointer. 9 points, 5 assists for Marquise Noel, getting more playing tonight, more playing time in the absence of Kobe Simmons through injury. Tamir Blatt heading to the bench. Insult added to injury. With his black eye, both literal and metaphorical from Baskonia in this third quarter. Clark makes them both, and Baskonia will hold, you would think, for the final possession of the third quarter. Up by 10. They were down by 9 at the start of the quarter. They've got 38 points in the quarter. Can they add to it with Noel driving? They don't want to shoot too early. They don't want to give it back. Now will do. TLC floats it up and in on the buzzer. Timofey Luau-Cabarro makes it 40 points in the quarter for Baskonia. Sensational offensive burst from the home team. And they have a 12-point lead now heading into the final period. Baskonia, even though they're out of contention themselves for the postseason, having their say on that top 10 by potentially here ending Maccabi's dreams. The visitors have to respond in the next 10 minutes. Well, start to think about your fan favourite player. Grab that QR code and cast your vote to have a chance to win tickets to the Final Four. And at half-time, I think we would have said, well, it's got to be Lonnie Walker or Roman Sorkin. But the way things have turned around for Baskonia, we've got to be looking at Trent Forrest, TLC, Marquise Noel even, plenty of protagonists for Baskonia, and their shooting stats are outstanding now, as you'd expect after scoring 40 points in a quarter. 70% inside, 46 from three-point range and 20 assists. As we see just how this game has turned. Look at the yellow line on top throughout the first half, and then it swapped with Baskonia just accelerating away. The biggest lead they've had is right now at 12 points. Before we get back underway here, we recognise Timofey Luau-Cabarro as the top performer individually of that third quarter. BKT best player with a PIR of 13. And elsewhere, we can congratulate Olympiacos and Valencia for qualifying for the playoffs. They will finish in the top 6 after winning tonight. Defeats for Fenerbahce and Real Madrid, and victories for those two. Trent Forrest is short, and now on the run, Jimmy Clark is fouled by Frisch in the act of shooting. Maccabi need a fast start to this final quarter. Get that margin down to 6 or 7 quickly, and then they'll be right back in business. That was Howard who was whistled for the foul, his original contact. Clark 4 of 4 from the line so far. Maccabi have Been excellent, 18 of 20 now as a team. So Baskonia, can they continue that astonishing third quarter flurry? Here in the fourth is Marcus Howard on the dribble, has to give it up now back to Forrest, who very much started things at the start of the third quarter. Omaroi battling away, no look pass, too complicated for Radzivicius. Does like those magic assists sometimes, Omaroi, they don't always come off, and that is his fourth turnover of the night. So Maccabi with a chance to get it back to single digits. Flipped back by Clark for Sorkin. And it is a 5-0 burst for Maccabi to start the quarter. Now Baskonia looking to respond. It's going to be another turnover though. Horde got his hands up. The second steal for him. Clark for three. Doesn't go, and that's considerable relief to Baskonia. They need to settle here. Get back on the scoreboard. Radzivicius gives it to Forrest. Howard takes on the three, and it's nowhere near. Lonnie Walker rebounds it. Maccabi going in transition. Radzivicius fouled. With the foul, I should say. I can tell you that Baskonia in that third quarter set an all-time club record for scoring in a quarter with 40 points. And they broke a record that was only a fortnight old against Hapoel Tel Aviv.
Head coach challenge, foul review.
On the 27th of March, they had 39 points in the second quarter, 40 tonight in the third. Let's listen to this foul review.
Okay, he's in front.
Yeah, and then he make this.
Okay.
You can put 25 or 75. Yeah, maybe this one camera is better.
The one we had before.
And 25 you can push.
No, I don't see any criteria for you. I'll let you confirm it.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure the clock is correct. Even though, okay, you confirm?
Thank you.
You went for the ball?
Yeah, just a normal foul there. As Zujin Omaroi heads to the bench. Maccabi will be feeling totally different, having scored the first 5 points of this final quarter. Trying to add to that now with Lonnie Walker going up against Trent Forrest. Sidestep to the left. It won't go. Horde takes the rebound, but throws it straight to Frisch. In transition, 3-on-1. Frisch to Forrest, and no, not and one. A foot was going to go, but he'll have to go to the line instead. As he's fouled by Walker, his first of the night. This looked like it was in, didn't it? But instead, Forrest has a chance to become the leading scorer for his team from the foul line instead. And important for Baskonia that these go after a slow start to the quarter. Forrest is now 7 of 8 from the line tonight. Baskonia's last couple of home games, they had 118 points against Hapoel, non-overtime, 98 points against Real Madrid, into the mid-80s here with still 8 minutes left. Maccabi are going to have to score 100 here to win this one, and they're not going to do it like that. Sorkin throwing it away, and again it's Frisch in transition with the layup. He's quietly had a very effective all-round game. Clement Frisch, 9 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds. Raymond will look for 3, and it won't go. Howard with the save, great agility to throw it behind his back to Trent Forrest. They're back to a double-digit lead at Baskonia. Howard with the pass to Radzivicius. It was a little low. They have to come back for Forrest. He kicks it. Howard in the corner. Automatic from there. Marcus Howard, who started that with the save, flying off the court to throw it behind his back to Trent Forrest. The same two players finished the play. Here's the beginning. What agility that is. And then quickly back up on his feet. And at the end of the play, it was Forrest finding him all alone in the corner. That will infuriate Maccabi's coach, Oded Katash, as he calls a timeout. You cannot leave Marcus Howard wide open in the corner because he will bury it. 3 triples for him tonight, a 14-point lead. And it's looking bleak for Maccabi again. Here is Oded Katash.
We keep the ball in the middle. Either flash down, flash. I want to play the pick and roll with the foreman. Which now I will tell you, and you can attack him. The foreman and take the Akite here. And we need to take good shots. We need to take a good shots and we need to attack offensive rebound. Right? Less than 12 seconds. Less than 12 seconds. We have entry. We cancel the pairs. We can roll. We play 55. After the first one.
Well, it's already been a bad night for Maccabi. Their 2 closest rivals have already won. One below them, Dubai, getting a victory at Zalgiris. One above them, Zvezda, beating Paris at home. So this game becomes even more important for them. And they've got a bit of a mountain to climb now. Down 14, Clark slicing through the defense. He keeps pouring in the points, up to 17 now. But it's at the other end that the game will be won or lost. If Baskonia keeps scoring the way they have in the last few minutes, they will win. And here's Frisch, looking to add another 3. Can't do so. It's a good look, though. Now here's Clark again going through and again scoring the layup. If we get another one of those, might be Paolo Galbiati calling the timeout. Pressure now applied by Maccabi, but now they back away as Forrest takes over again. 18 points for him on the dribble. Offensive foul, though, and Clark, adding to his great work at the other end, draws the foul here as Forrest lowers the shoulder. This was Clark's latest layup. He's 5 of 6 from 2-point range. 5 assists. 4 steals for Jimmy Clark. The pick set for him from Horde, and Horde just loses the ball. Bizarre end to that play, as it seemed to be a wide open dunk, but Horde just dropped it. Got his hands muddled up. Lost the opportunity to bring it down to a single-digit deficit. Marcus Howard having a break now as Noel comes back in. Here he is. Just about finds Forrest, who can find Noel, who takes on the 3. Battling for the rebound is Diakite, but it is the last touch off the Baskonia player as Horde just about boxed out. Diakite maybe asking his coach to review that. Well, the way that Horde just reached out, as though he wanted to keep it alive, suggests to me maybe he knew he got the last touch. Let's see if there's anything conclusive, though, as it is challenged by Paolo Galbiati.
I get the ball from Maccabi.
This is the super slow motion camera.
Okay.
Okay. As we can see, the ball is changing trajectory. Look, at that moment, when Howard is using his left hand to touch the basketball, and then he changes the trajectory of the ball. Do you see the same thing as I do?
Can you see under camera already?
Yeah, you can change the angle. We can go with a slash if you want. Okay. And if not, we will go back to the mid-court low. Okay, we won't see anything with the slash.
Maybe based.
Okay, let's go with UB right. Okay. Still, I think we can see from this side, but I do believe that the mid-court low is much better. Do you mind if we go back to this one?
Yeah,
I think this
sure,
is the best
sure.
angle. You see? Look, with the left hand, and then Jack doesn't touch it anymore.
The fingers.
Okay.
What about the time?
That's correct. So we go back with the ball for Baskonia.
For Baskonia.
Okay.
So we go this direction, yeah? Okay, so I overturn.
Okay, the ball for Baskonia with 14 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Baskonia ball, yeah. Baskonia ball.
Another successful challenge for Paolo Galbiati. It was touched last by Horde. That's why he then flashed out that right arm to think about trying to keep it alive, because he knew he touched it. Diakite gets his wish. The ball back for Baskonia. And he will find Noel Radzavicius back for the point guard. Omaroi setting a screen and rolling to the basket. In for Diakite, who sidesteps and looks for the three. It won't go, so he can't get the points at the end of the possession that he earned. But it's Clark losing it, and it rolls out of bounds. It's another turnover. As a 14th now by Maccabi. One of the things that Baskonia have done really well in this second half is look after the basketball a lot better. They had 10 turnovers at half-time, only 4 more in the game since then. As TLC comes back in. Certainly a contender for the fan favourite player, especially if he turns it on again now. He's guarded by Brissett. Forrest whips it through. Omaroi travels. He's had such a mixed game as Omaroi. He's had some really good moments, but some really weak ones as well. Had a shot block that he should have finished. He's committed 5 turnovers. He's 0 of 3 from three-point range. And there the travel, rescuing Maccabi as Horde flies through. Midway through the final quarter. Maccabi's season quite possibly on the line here. And there's another turnover. Diakite this time with the over-ambitious pass. Brissett for 3. If this goes, surely timeout, but no. And Di Bartolomeo can't grab it. Horde had the open jam in the previous possession, but they haven't been able to get a run going, Maccabi. Baskonia haven't scored for more than 2 minutes now. And would love to get back up to a double-digit lead again here, just to settle things. TLC could be the man to do that. Noel taking on a tough 3. Doesn't go. Sorkin rebounds it. Maccabi still very much in it. Clark for Horde for a layup. And there is the timeout for Coach Galbiati. His team have lost their way in this game. They haven't scored in 3 minutes. They've been committing sloppy turnovers, having previously done a really good job in this second half of not giving the ball away. Jalen Horde with consecutive scores. He's up to 12 points now. The game very much alive. 4 to play, 6 the margin.
In defense, and we are shooting from 9 meters. Hi, the guys. We have rules. We have a ghost, and we can also roll. We have a chest, and we have flare screen from the double side, or triangle to hold the ball inside. Hey, we are stuck in against a bullshit defense. Come on. And press break, hey. Press break is paid. It's pass. If we can, we overcome. Okay? We are in round and we
Our
move
turn,
them.
let's go, our turn.
Let's go.
And it just shows the emphasis on competition and professionalism, determination, drive, passion. All those words applies in the EuroLeague. Baskonia here, 18th out of 20 in the standings. They can't really go any higher this season. They can't get into the postseason. But look how much they want this win. No tanking in this league. As Baskonia try and get back some momentum, and Clement Frisch does exactly that for them. 4 of 4 for Frisch from 2-point range. He's up to 11 now. Jimmy Clark, good ball movement. Di Bartolomeo misses. And there's a technical foul. And I think that is on TLC, Luawu Cabarro. And so, a big call there that the coaches and players are still discussing, and Ode Katash just checking who's going to get possession. It will be Baskonia ball after this technical for Jimmy Clark. Not sure what was said by Luawu Cabarro or done, but anyway, it gave a point back to Maccabi. Clark 7 of 7 from the line now. Baskonia with Forrest, Luawu Cabarro, Noel, Diakite and Frisch in the game. And it's Forrest. Quiet in this fourth quarter so far. On the dribble, nowhere to go. Finds Diakite in the end. Shot clock running low. Noel's going to have to send it up. Oh, and on the buzzer, it's a shot clock violation. That was a frantic offense. Baskonia weren't really going anywhere. There was desperation in it at the end. And Maccabi get the stop. 7 down. On the drive, it's Clark again, and he is fouled this time. So Clark back to the line where he's been perfect tonight. He has scored now 8 points in this final quarter, Jimmy Clark. Really dragging his team back into this one, but as I praise him, he misses it. Last touch from Diakite, though. The decision goes for Maccabi, and there's no more challenges left for Baskonia. I think Diakite did touch it last. And they don't get the chance to look at it. Di Bartolomeo, 7-point margin. Back for Clark. Good defense from Noel. And that is going to be a backcourt violation. Don't give away the technical as well. Frustration for Maccabi, just as they thought they were getting close. The chance to score goes away. Did Noel touch it? Yeah, I think he did. And so, this is being challenged by Maccabi coach. See if we can get the ball back.
Go and freeze in the last moment of the touch. Frame by frame. Stop. One more frame. Then.
Change opposite side.
Yeah,
maybe this one, yeah. If we zoom too much, it's getting too blurry.
And this one. This one, yes.
Even though the defender touches it,
yeah,
the offensive player touches it as well.
Yeah,
after
he
that.
pushed.
So, yeah.
Stop. Go.
I would be with the ball for Baskonia from this angle. He touches it.
And front court. Yeah.
Hard.
Well, that's a big call, isn't it? They're going to keep the ball for Baskonia.
Front court, yes, with 14 seconds.
Yeah.
2:56 is correct.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you confirm it.
It was a tight call, but it has gone the way of the home team. And that could be crucial come the end of this game. So great work from Marquise Noel. And with time starting to run out now, every possession, every score is going to be so important in where we end up tonight and where Maccabi end up with their season. They'll still be alive if they lose here, but the odds will be massively against them, as Forrest with the floater won't go. Here's Clark running again, driving again. No, not this time. TLC with the rebound. And he is fouled by Di Bartolomeo. Maccabi have fouls to give. That's his fourth. Had to hang on to the ball here with Maccabi all over him, trying to get the steal. Oh, and it was a knee to the face he took from Horde, totally accidentally. But the refs will review it to see if this is an unsportsmanlike.
So we did 11 on 12, yeah?
Okay, you're right in front of it.
Okay.
Okay, this is Howard with the leg when he gets into it. Okay. You see? This is Howard, number 2.
Okay.
It's number 2.
Number 1, in fact, Jalen Horde. Not John Di Bartolomeo, so he gets that fourth foul taken away. So not number 2, number 1, just...
Howard, number 1, Howard, number 1. Sorry, my mistake, number 1.
Got there in the end. It was Jalen Horde with that foul. And Baskonia in a low-scoring fourth quarter, trying to get this job over the line now. Make it 3 home wins in a row. Here's TLC. Might go himself. No, passes on to Noel, and now Frisch will drive, spins, can't score. And it remains the driest patch of the game in terms of scoring. Sorkin, though, receives the high pass and is able to drop it in. Back come Maccabi. They are fighting to keep their season alive, to keep their playing chances realistic. Now Noel for 3. Oh, Baskonia needed that, and Maccabi did not. That is a balloon that has been pricked, all the air flowing out maybe of their season now. Down by 7 with that deep strike from Noel. Sorkin inside. Is that a 3-second call? It's certainly a call against Maccabi. It is against Horde. And Maccabi now need a miracle. Only 90 seconds to play. Baskonia possession, they have fouls to give, but they don't really want to use fouls because it will just allow Baskonia to take more time out of the clock. They've just got to defend here and get a stop. TLC, other ideas, mid-range. Surely that seals the victory now. 1 minute 16 to play. TLC up to 19 points. That's his habitual range. A beautiful mid-air finish. He's been so accurate again tonight. 7 of 8 from 2-point range. And he's probably put this game to bed. It's a result that will be celebrated by Monaco, Zvezda, Dubai. All the close rivals of Maccabi for a top 10 finish.
Hey,
but we're not quite there yet.
Don't touch the ball. Yes, sir. Push him first. And after that, hands on the dribble to force a retreat dribble. Slide under. If it's you, fight and ready to bump him out. You got one? You got one. No, sorry. You got, we say one. Let's get it. Hey, and after that round, listen, they will blitz. That means if the ball is here, available. Okay? Great spacing, round, let's go. Share the ball. 1, 2, 3.
So all smiles for Baskonia. TLC has given them a 9-point lead. Maccabi now need points and need them fast. O'Shea Brissett steps into the 3, it won't go. The rebound is contested and the foul is whistled on Frisch as Raymond was battling for it with him. And so a bit of a lifeline for Maccabi. Raymond hasn't scored all night, so he's pretty cold as he goes to the line, and that continues. He stays scoreless. That's the last player in this circumstance that Maccabi would have wanted at the foul line. And he misses both, but the rebound is taken by Brissett. So a heroic offensive rebound, perhaps keeping his team in it. As Forrest picks up his 4th foul. Brissett also to the line for the first time tonight. He has more success though. Really, Baskonia need one more good possession. The ref just checking that TLC and Horde maintain legal positions. Goes in from Brissett, so it doesn't matter. But now, Maccabi, they have to press for a steal, surely. TLC with the outlet pass for Noel. And now Raymond uses the first of the fouls that Maccabi had. Like I said in the previous possession, they don't really want to make fouls here because it just gives Baskonia more chance to take time off the clock. If they're going to use the foul, do it really quickly. Diakite traveling as he spins. They didn't need to use a foul at all because it is a 3rd turnover on Diakite. And a glimmer of hope still for Maccabi. Clark driving, stepping back, 3! Jimmy Clark has kept Maccabi in it. And they have scored 5 points in 17 seconds. I said that Baskonia need one good possession more. They got the opposite. They turned it over. And Clark with the quick fire strike. What a performance he's given. 24 points and 8 assists. Now TLC for Noel. Keep the ball moving, Baskonia. No foul. Maccabi, and it's lost again by Diakite. What a disaster he's having in the last couple of minutes. And now his Horde, who can't score, but he's fouled. And in fact, it's goaltending, it counts. And I think that was Diakite as well. So we're back to a 2-point margin. Yeah, basket interference from Diakite, who's just had a disaster in the last minute or so. 2 turnovers. And now we'll have a review just to check.
We have the ring camera also.
Yes, changing angle for sure.
Also this one.
He touches it, and then it's in contact with the basket. Okay. We're going to go with another angle, just in case. Touches the rim, vibrates, and then, okay.
They have possibility to go into the side.
Oh,
So we confirm.
I would like to confirm the decision.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure the clock is correct.
Okay, let's go.
I'll go with the white one.
Go. Just... Stop at the moment and call. Yeah. 26.
I think it's okay. Let's go. Basket.
So it is going to count. It is Mamadou Diakite, the guilty party, and just a 2-point margin now. From 9 points 40 seconds ago, they have roared back. Baskonia keep giving the ball away. 19 turnovers now, and a press from Maccabi that sees them commit their 4th foul. No more to give. They'll look for a steal again. If not, they'll have to commit a foul to stop the clock. Can Baskonia keep possession here? Oh, Noel just now. Are they going to foul him? He escapes to find TLC, and he goes down as he's challenged. And it is going to be on Clark. The whistle blown. Maccabi fighting to get a steal. Not quite able to. So TLC to the line. Well, he can make it a 4-point game. Important for Baskonia that he gets both. And make it 2 possessions. Then Baskonia can just afford to try to defend. Delay Maccabi's attempt to shoot for as long as they can. And from here on, if Baskonia are accurate from the foul line, the game is under their control. Jimmy Clark is 1 assist away now from a double-double. 24 points, 9 assists. He also has 4 steals. And here's TLC. 3 of 3 from the line so far. That makes it a 3-point margin. Now an important 4-point lead if he can make it. $20 points on the night, the leading scorer for Baskonia, as he has been so often this season. And he does make it. So Maccabi now need to score on this possession, then commit a quick foul, and hope that Baskonia can miss a free throw for them. Here comes Clark again, driving at Noel, scooping and off the mark. Diakite grabs it, and that'll be it, surely. Forest holding on, they've got to foul him. Brissett maybe delayed a couple of seconds in making the foul he had to. And that's his fourth, doesn't really matter at this stage, only 6 seconds left. Clark was protesting that he should have been given a foul as he tried to score. That whistle wasn't forthcoming. And that should be it now. They are going to review, is it an unsportsmanlike foul?
I would go with a C2, excessive contact.
You think it's excessive?
Yeah.
Can you ask it this as well?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
But you have a different opinion, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, this can go?
I'm not telling you what we said. Just tell me your opinion so I don't influence you. Take the ball, Thomas. Thank you.
Can you show on 25%? He was trying to get the ball. One thing.
I don't like 25%. You know, changing the perspective. But,
that one was good.
That one was pretty good, huh? You'd be right, huh?
Yeah, so 75. Yeah, he was trying to get the ball, and for me, contact is not excessive.
Okay, so you two have the same opinion, and now let's check the clock now. Okay, we'll go with the same. Okay, so you confirm that both of you agree?
Well, a split decision among the referees. In the end, the majority verdict is no unsportsmanlike, which could have been for the excessive force. But at least that's something for Maccabi. Had it been unsportsmanlike and it was possession as well as free throws, it really would have been all over. Even so, a 4-point margin, 6.4 seconds. Forest going to the line where he's 8 of 9 today. And he leaves it short. Still think it's going to be too much for Maccabi. As long as Baskonia have some discipline and don't foul a 3-point shooter, they can afford 3 points. Maccabi just got to score quickly, and it's too slow. Clark is going to dunk it, but there's not going to be time for anything else. That is the end of the game, and maybe, or is it? Maybe we've got a little bit of time remaining still. Well, the man who controls the music in the PA room thought it was over, but some of the players thought it was over, and coaches, but we've got 0.3 left. And so Paolo Galbiati calls a timeout just to draw something up to make sure there's nothing disastrous here. His team just need to get the ball in and hold it. Maybe Maccabi will be able to foul them quickly enough to force them to the line. Maybe a couple of misses and a 3 for a tie. And overtime, stranger things have happened in this EuroLeague season. Just as a bit of a footnote, Baskonia's third quarter, 40 points scored, is the joint 5th highest in EuroLeague history. And most points ever scored in the quarter was actually by Maccabi back in 2010 against Siena, 43 points. Then 3 teams with 41 points in a quarter, Žalgiris and Real Madrid twice, most recently in 2020. And now Baskonia join a couple of teams tied for 5th place all time with those 40 points in the third quarter. They're more concerned about getting their 3rd straight win, which they really should do from here. It will leave Maccabi with their first loss in 5 games and their hopes of forcing their way into the top 10 looking very precarious indeed. So Maccabi need an instant foul, then they need 2 free throw misses, and they need a triple for overtime. If Baskonia can just hold the ball for even a second, the game's over. Can Trent Forrest find a teammate? Oh, he finds himself! Brilliant from Forrest off the back of Will Raymond to finish the game. Raymond didn't appreciate it, but Forrest found that hilarious as he closes out the game with an impudent piece of play.